Sao Paulo, Brazil's electoral authority said Sunday that Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva of the leftist Workers' Party defeated incumbent Jair Bolsonaro to become the country's next president. With 98.8% of the votes tallied in the runoff vote, da Silva had 50.8% and Bolsonaro 49.2%, and the election authorities said da Silva's victory was a mathematical certainty. Da Silva, the country's former president from 2003 to 2010, has promised to restore the country's more prosperous past, yet faces headwinds in a polarized society. It is a stunning return to power for da Silva, 77, whose 2018 imprisonment over a corruption scandal sidelined him from that year's election, paving the way for then-candidate Bolsonaro's win and 4 years of far-right politics. His victory marks the first time since Brazil's 1985 return to democracy that the sitting president has failed to win re-election. His inauguration is scheduled to take place on January 1st. Traumann, an independent political analyst, compared the results to U.S. President Joe Biden's 2020 victory, saying da Silva is inheriting an extremely divided nation. The huge challenge that Lula has will be to pacify the country, he said. People are not only polarized on political matters, but also have different values, identity and opinions. What's more, they don't care what the other side's values, identities and opinions are. The highly polarized election in Brazil, the biggest economy in Latin America, extended a wave of recent leftist victories in South America, including Chile, Colombia, and Argentina. Polls closed at 5 p.m. 4 p.m. EDT, nationwide. Bolsonaro had been leading throughout the first half of the count and, as soon as da Silva overtook him, cars in the streets of downtown Sao Paulo began honking their horns. People in the streets of Rio de Janeiro's Ipanema neighborhood could be heard shouting, "It turned." In the first round of voting, on October 2nd, the first half of votes tallied likewise showed Bolsonaro ahead, with da Silva pulling ahead later after votes from his strongholds were counted. Both men are well-known, divisive political figures who stir passion as much as loathing.